It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining. Okay. All right. Okay, yep. Come on, yeah, get him. Come on, Link, come on. You got this. Yep. Yes, come on. Hmm? Huh. You know, I'll be honest, it makes sense that Sora would beat Twilight Princess Link. What's going on, y'all? Darkman Studios here to talk about Twilight Princess Link versus Sora. Now, here's the thing. I'm not here to really go through a debate or try to say that Link would beat Sora, especially Twilight Princess Link. No, I actually agree that Sora would absolutely defeat Twilight Princess Link, okay? Yes, I don't disagree whatsoever that Sora, being the incredible Keyblade wielder that he is, as well as skilled in his magical abilities, would defeat Twilight Princess Link. I know, it's a shocker, but it's true. So again, to clarify, I do not argue the point that Sora would beat Twilight Princess Link, okay? And that is not the reason why I'm making this video. No. You see, the reason why I'm making this video, and credit to 1 Minute Melee, by the way, but the reason that I'm making this video is the clear cherry picking that 1 Minute Melee has done, and not to mention the other people in this discourse who believe Sora would defeat Link entirely. Alright? They picked Twilight Princess Link. So I'm going to break this down for everybody, okay? 1 Minute Melee, as well as other people in this discourse, have chosen Twilight Princess Link to go up against the chosen Keyblade wielder that is Sora, who not only is a skilled swordsman with his Keyblade, but has a litany of magical abilities, while Twilight Princess Link has no magical abilities. He doesn't. While Link in Twilight Princess doesn't have a traditional magic meter or cast spells like in some other Zelda games, he does utilize magic through items and transformations. In which case, it's Wolf Link, yes, but he can only access that via being in the Twilight Realm. The Dominion Rod, which is only useful at one temple. The Fairy Boomerang, which he does use in the fight, in this fight at least, with Sora, which doesn't prove to be useful. As well as the magic armor, which costs rupees in order for him not to take damage every time he gets hit. But he doesn't have any sort of magical abilities like Sora does. So, yeah, already he's at a major disadvantage. Now, don't get me wrong here. Twilight Princess Link, aside from being one of the best-looking Links, in my opinion, is an incredible skilled swordsman. Okay, in the game Twilight Princess, which, by the way, I've recently gone through and decided to replay. I mean, this guy has drip for days, and it's amazing. Fun game, by the way. Check it out. Back on topic, though, and slight glazing aside, Twilight Princess Link was never raised to be a swordsman. Okay, he was actually raised to be a farmhand. And was trained, even though you can't see his face in this photo, sorry about that, but he was trained by Russell, who was a master swordsman of Oradon Village, where they were both from. As Twilight Princess goes on, Link also learns hidden sword skills from the hero Shade. From this guy, right here. And if you don't know who the hero Shade is, first and foremost, I would definitely recommend reading the Hyrule Historia, the Zelda Encyclopedia, and the Arts and Artifacts books, which I own as well, by the way, because they tell you all about the characters and the items in the Legend of Zelda series. But aside from that, the hero Shade in Twilight Princess, who Link learns these hidden sword skills from, is none other than Ocarina of Time Link. Now, before anyone comes after me, calm your horses, okay, and understand that the reason why I know that the hero Shade is none other than the hero of time from Ocarina of Time is because if you actually read the Twilight Princess manga series, which gives you a more in-depth detail about the story of Twilight Princess, you would see that in there, the hero shade actually comes to Princess Zelda in Twilight Princess, and she states, "Feeling your spirit and warmth beside me brings me joy." And this is what Zelda says to the hero shade, therefore knowing who he is. Twilight Princess Link is not in any way, shape, or form a warrior or a swordsman. Okay? He was born and raised to be a farmhand in Oradon Village. He is trained by Russell, who is a master swordsman, who teaches him the ways of the sword, and then eventually he goes through and meets up with the hero Shade, who is the hero of time from Ocarina of Time. So yes, in conclusion, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, given his skill with the Keyblade and his magical abilities, could easily go through and defeat Twilight Princess Link. But, however, here's where the slander comes for Sora. First of all, I'm not saying that Sora would not be able to take Twilight Princess Link 1v1, but we all know that Sora always goes into his fights 3v1, first of all. Whereas, Link doesn't have backup. The only backup that you could technically count is a fairy in a bottle if he dies. Okay? But, seriously, Link is a one-man show when he goes up against anybody. Whereas, as we know, anytime Sora goes up against a major enemy, it's usually a 3v1. I'm not saying all the time, but we know that for the most part, it is a 3v1 with Sora, with not only having his abilities as a Keyblade wielder as well as his magical abilities, but you got Donald, who is a master magician, and Goofy, who is a heavy hitter with a shield. Which is one of the reasons why this matchup is unfair. If it was just 1v1, I still believe Sora would beat Twilight Princess Link. That being said, though, how about we go through and actually make this a fair fight? 1v1, let's see Sora get past Ocarina of Time Link with all of his abilities, which, by the way, also include his abilities in Majora's Mask. No. Matter of fact, let's see Sora defeat Wind Waker Link with all of his abilities. That sounds like a fair fight 1v1. I mean, as a child, Wind Waker Link was kicking butt and taking names, including, Gandalf, who was easily, 5 times his size and whatnot, and a better swordsman than Wind Waker Link, and he still won. Let's see Sora get past that parry ability. But mostly, let's see Sora get past all the abilities that Ocarina of Time, or the Hero of Time Link has. Let's break that down right quick. Nehru's Love, which can go through and put a protective shield around Link and absolutely prevents him from getting damaged at all for a limited amount of time, but he can then go through and resummon it. How about Din's Fire, which unleashes a massive wave of fire all around him in a protective shield and it obliterates anything in its path. Oh, but Sora has his ultimate form, right? Sora has his ultimate form. Nothing can get past that. How about a god? How about a god who's infused with pure, raw, dark power? The same godlike power that made Majora's Mask, which had the power to go through and pull a moon down to Earth to destroy it, light work. How about that? Or how about the Mirror Shield that can not only reflect light, but can reflect and redirect magical attacks as well as absorb them and redirect them back at their opponent? That was proven with these two witches in Ocarina of Time. Look guys, this video is already getting to like the 9-minute marker, and thank you for those of you who stuck around this long. But again, I want to reiterate, I don't disagree that Sora could defeat Twilight Princess Link. I believe that Sora can defeat Twilight Princess Link. But let me see him get past Wind Waker Link and Ocarina of Time Link. Let me know what you guys think, please. Let me know if you want a part 2 of this. And thank you for watching this video. And other than that, I'm Darkwood Studios, and have a wonderful day.